Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's Mystic Moonstone Angel card reading. Okay, the duration for this reading is the 21st through to the 27th of September. Let's have a look, see what the angels have in store for us this week. Okay, the first card we have is Archangel Azrael, and it's the card of surrender. When Archangel Azrael comes in, sometimes we have to accept that something either has to draw to an end or something's drawing to a close. It's a case of quite often one door closing for another door to open. But we'll have a look at the influence cards and see, oh, there's even a card behind you, and see what else they're there to say. The card that's come up is the Angel of Relaxation. Now, the Angel of Relaxation card is about letting go, okay? Letting go of the need to control things, the need for knowing how things are going to be, and, you know, and just kind of almost fixating on one set route that you can take, okay? It's about, as you let go, as you actually say, all right, you know, I'm going to trust this to the universe to bring in what's coming in, okay, you will find other opportunities starting to present themselves to you that you maybe didn't even think about, okay, and that makes a lot of sense under the surrender card, okay, when they're together you can kind of understand. So looking at these two cards, I would say for some of you it's a case of not trying so hard to control everything and just letting things kind of fall into place, because, you know, life's got a way of doing that anyway. But let's just have a look. So at the beginning of the week, a few of you are going to start to realise what those cards are trying to say. Okay, we had the card of conflict resolution. This is midweek. Quite often when this card comes up, yes, it can be conflict resolution with people around us, solving situations, maybe if we've had problems at work, if we've had work problems with family, with neighbours, you know, that kind of conflict. But it can also be inner conflict, so never forget that when that card comes up. And, you know, quite often the biggest battles we have is with ourselves. And looking at the first two cards, that's kind of, you know, I can just start to see a pattern emerging here. Okay. Yes, alright, as if they're confirming it. I've got the Angel of Space Clearing. Now, when this card comes up, it's time to clear old negative thoughts, patterns. You know, we kind of fall into that quite often. You know, you've got the old saying, is the glass half full or half empty? And, you know, quite often it's too easy to say it's half empty and not actually focus on the half full part. And, you know, when we focus on the half full part, you might say, well, I'm still not going to have any more when you think about it logically. But it actually kick-starts law of attraction and brings more abundance in. Okay, so it's really important, if you can, to always try and keep a kind of almost an optimistic mind kind of going. Because the more optimistic you are, the more you bring blessings into your life. Okay, let's just have a look at the last card. I will go back like I always do. It's always easier once you've got all the cards out. Let's have a look. Okay, we have Archangel Gabriel and we have the card of communication. Okay, when Archangel Gabriel comes in, it can be new beginnings coming in around us. With this card, you know, communication bringing in new beginnings. So if you've been maybe applying for jobs, you might get an invite to an interview. If you've been, I don't know, if you're dating, you may find somebody will get in touch in that way. Sometimes, you know, it's an invite to go somewhere, sometimes it's just hearing good news. Okay, Archangel Gabriel is also the angel of children, so you may hear of a child coming to the earth around towards the end of the week. Okay, so, you know, lots of things coming in on that card. I'm just going to have a look. The last one. And we have the card of balance. Okay, in all things in life, it's good to get balance, okay? If you don't get balance, you know, night and day, dark and light, you know, that balance is what actually brings about happiness and contentment and harmony. So it's really, really important always to get balance. Okay, so let's go back and just have a look. The first card is Archangel Azrael. It's a card of surrender. Okay, you need to surrender to a situation in order to actually be able to move forward. Okay, the more you're trying to fight, the more you're saying, no, no, we're going to go this way, and the universe is actually going, no, no, you should be going that way, you're not going to get anywhere. And the Angel of Relaxation, let go of your desired outcomes and you will get what you want. That is really confirmation of this. It's confirmation of, you know, this isn't about just sitting there and doing nothing and being inactive and thinking, well, you know, I'm just going to leave it all to the universe and I'm going to sit here and the perfect person's going to walk through, it's going to be posted through the letterbox and the perfect job's going to headhunt me from nowhere even though I've not been applying. No, but this is about actually saying, okay, I'm going to be flexible, and saying to the universe, I'm going to be flexible. I'm going to try my best to move my life forward. I'm going to try everything, but bring in lots and lots of avenues for me to explore. Okay, and I'm not going to say, no, I only thought about doing it this way, so I'm not going to even consider that way. So lots of opportunities normally come in when this card comes up, and also lots of endings. So you may find, you know, if you have been in a job that's not serving a purpose in your life no longer, something will come about where you'll be able to leave, or you'll be able to think about leaving, or you'll just see that opportunity. The same with relationships, you know, one door often has to close before another door can open. So for a lot of you, the beginning of the week will actually be that kind of realisation coming in, that you have to think about closing those doors, or you have to stop panicking about closing those doors and let them close and let what's coming in just come in. Okay, the Archangel Ragu and the conflict resolution is really about, you know, the battle that goes on. You know, it is that battle, and sometimes when you're in a situation, you can be in a situation where you think, well, better the devil I know, or better this situation than trying to change it because it could get worse. You know, sometimes when you're in a job, you kind of, you get into that mind frame, don't you, that if you try another job, it might be worse. You know, so, you know, sometimes it's the biggest battle we have is the battle with ourselves, and that's the one that we have to overcome in order to be able to find the strength to be able to just be that little bit braver, you know, to just be that little bit bolder, to expand our thinking and to step outside the box. Now, you know, this card I think is the most important card here actually on this whole spread, and it's the Angel of Space Clearing. It's time to clear old negative thoughts and feelings. And as I said, you know, quite often we are so controlled by what's happened before. You know, we're also conditioned by other people's experiences. So somebody will say, don't try that because this happened to me and things like that, you know. And we never have the courage or the confidence really to think, but I'm different. It won't happen that way with me. You know, we tend to think, oh, yeah, that happened to her or that happened to him. And, you know, so sometimes, you know, our fears aren't even our own. They're inherited or borrowed. And, you know, so it's time to get rid of all those negative thoughts, all those negative feelings, you know. You can do that diet. It's, you know, it's not as hard as you think it is. You can get that job. You can be in a loving relationship. Okay, you know, you can be and you can do anything that you can actually envision doing. Okay, and it's only when you can't see it and you're so bogged down with all the self-doubts and fears and anxiety that that's when it all becomes too hard, you know. And that's what the angels want you to actually just put aside, because they're not serving a purpose, all these negative thoughts and feelings. Okay, and you know, just say to the universe, okay, bring it on. Let's see what you got for me. So midweek, lots of optimism starting to come in, right? Lots of conflict resolution where you're actually starting to realise that, you know, the glass could be half full if only you saw it that way. Okay, it's just how you choose to see it. The last card, Archangel Gabriel, as I said, the angel of children, communication. I feel there's going to be some really joyous communication. As I said, I want to link this in around children, so I really feel good news, somebody getting good news with regards to a child coming in around them. Also the communication, as I said before, you know, I feel the communication will be communication for those applying for jobs, relationships, maybe you've been waiting for somebody to get in touch, and also communication within family where conflict is going to be resolved. Okay, and the last card is balance, and it's always important, anything in life, you know, if you think about it, if you paint a picture, it's never going to look anything if it's not balanced. If you take a photo, it's got to be balanced. If you make a cake, the layers have to be balanced. Everything has to be balanced in life in order for it to be able to work, in order for it to be what you want it to be. So you really need to focus on the balance. And, you know, look at areas of your life and what needs to be balanced, you know. Are you putting too much of your energy into work and not enough into your own personal life? Are you putting too much energy into making a relationship work when really it should be about letting it just work naturally, and if it's not working, then realising it's unbalanced and stepping back? Okay, so, you know, the balance is important, and, you know, as that came in there, I feel that there is someone who does have to think about that. And, you know, I know that's quite a negative thing to think about, stepping away from a relationship, but if it's not serving a purpose, then it's unbalancing the rest of your life. Okay, so that's towards the end of the week, you know, and over the weekend. Okay, I think I've got to the end of this reading. I'm losing my voice today, sorry. I can't seem to see anything else coming in here, but the balance is important. And also, when you have balance under communication, one thing I will say is about watch what you're saying. Okay, watch what you're saying, because sometimes we can put our life off balance, our energy off balance through what we say. And it's not only what we say out loud, it's what we say internally. And, you know, because sometimes it's that chatter in here that can actually pull the rug from under you and take you completely off balance. You know, it's that chatter, that voice that says you can't do this, you're not good enough, you'll never be like them. You see where I'm going with this, and that kind of links in with the resolution as well. And, you know, that, and it also links in, if I'm going to be honest, with the surrender. Okay, because you know, you need to surrender to the fact that, you know, you're fine the way you are, and, you know, you don't always have to see the negative of you. Okay, and if you can get that balance, then that balance will go out throughout your whole life in so many different areas, and it will just make you ready to move forward. Okay, I really felt like I needed to say that last bit, sorry. Sometimes things just come in and I just have to get them out. Okay, I'll say love and light to you all. Thank you all for listening. It's always a pleasure to do this reading. You will not guess what we went through just trying to get ready for this today. Okay. 15-week-old puppies and harmony just don't seem to go together. And I apologise for the cushions, but poor Mel actually tried to sort them out at least 15 times to my knowledge, with Bella grabbing them and running around the room with them. I should have filmed it, shouldn't I? Anyway, love and light to you all. Bye! Hello everyone, and welcome to the part we call the angel draw. Okay, we've got all the names in the bag. Let's see who we get this week. Got somebody, yes, tiny little bits of paper. Okay, we have Sarah Jane Smith. Okay, Sarah Jane Smith. Okay, let's have a look. And okay, we have the card Victory. Okay, and this is brought to you, Sarah, by Archangel Sandalphon. He is the angel who brings back our prayers answered. Okay. Now, Sandalphon was one of the angels who was believed to have once been human. He actually understands, okay? He's a twin of Metatron, and he understands what it's like you know, to be human and to feel like everything's getting on top of you at times. And, you know, he knows why prayers are sent out. And quite often prayers aren't sent out in a way of... they're not sent out in a way of, you know, dear Lord, bring this to me and all that. Sometimes it can be, help, I'm drowning, all right, and not even being addressed to anyone. But, you know, the angels will still gather those up, okay? All those little curses and rages that we have through the week are quite often sort of almost gathered together as a prayer. Okay, so don't worry if you haven't been on your knees sending out prayers, but know that, you know, even internally, those little things you say are all being collected and taken. Okay, so this is a really powerful, positive card. Okay, there are lots of yellow on there, which is about stepping back into your solar plexus, about stepping back into your personal power and knowing you can do this. And if you actually look at this card, it's like the wings, almost like that's where the focus is. Okay, and when we find our wings, we can fly. And this is what this card is wanting you to do, Sarah Jane. It's wanting you to fly. Okay, the yellow is also symbolic of education and wisdom coming in. Okay, and the green is healing. You have some pink on there, which connects in with maternal love, okay, and unconditional love. And I feel the unconditional love needs to actually be directed towards yourself, okay. You're being way too harsh on yourself, and it's time to actually, you know, give yourself a break, okay. You know, the card itself says it all, victory, and you know, and that's showing that the prayers you're sending out, they are going to make you victorious, but only if you believe in yourself, okay, and only if you believe in the power of prayer, because you know, it's your prayers that are bringing this back, okay. So as I said, you know, as it comes in, Sarah Jane, you will find, you know, small victories starting, small successes. Okay, and then you will start to feel triumphant as each one of these kind of, you know, and I feel all different areas of your life. The other colour that I've kind of skipped over there, but as I'm sort of looking at the card, I'm really being drawn to it, is the blue. Okay, now the blue links in with the throat chakra, and the throat chakra is about being able to speak what we want, our desires, our needs. Okay, so, you know, so the blue is important as well. You know, stop biting your tongue and be prepared to actually say what you want, okay? But as I'm looking at this, I feel it's time to set aside the anxieties, to actually believe in yourself, okay? When you believe in yourself, everybody else will believe in you. You know, it's like this guy here, he's like blowing his own trumpet, and that's what it's time for you to do that, okay? The more you do that, the more you will believe in yourself, you know, the more powerful you will feel, okay? And, okay, okay, I'm seeing, I'm looking at the flowers there, but I'm being made aware of, I think they're lilies, you know, the big white ones, okay, tall and white, okay, and they look similar to the flowers on there, but I can see them in my mind's eye much bigger, and they're like a big bunch of them, okay. So I don't know where these lilies are coming in, okay, but I'm also, I just want to say, Anne's proud of you, okay. I don't know quite who Anne is actually, but I feel I should know, and that's the thing, it's really winding me up. I feel I should know, but I just want to say Anne's proud of you. You're doing fine, okay? You're doing better than fine, and you're going to end up where no one else has ended up before, okay? And I just feel that when you get there, everyone's going to be so proud of you, okay? That's the way you're at, because that's the way it's coming in. So proud of you, okay? You can do whatever you set your mind to, as long as you believe in yourself and that unconditional love, okay? Stop comparing yourself, just believe in yourself, okay? Really get that focus on the self, and this card and what it promises, victory is yours, okay? And with that and the love of spirit, I'll say thank you for participating. Thank you to everyone else for participating. I can't get my teeth in here. Got to ask, Right, Anne, before she passed, if you can actually place this lady, did she have trouble with her teeth or around her mouth? Okay, because it's just, as I'm talking, I kind of feel like something's either loose or something's kind of strange around my mouth. Okay, I just wanted to sort of give you that as compliment. It feels like I feel really uncomfortable. I feel like I want to suck my teeth back in. Okay, all right, it's a really strange feeling, this actually. Okay, but I just get a lot of pride and. Who drank the stout? Okay, I don't know why I'm being shown a brown bottle and I'm hearing milk stout. Okay, so you know I just want to raise a glass to you and I just want to say everything's going to be all right. You're going to have your victory. I'm just going to ask this lady to step back a little bit now at the moment. Sorry. Okay. I also want to give you the name Elizabeth. Okay, that name's just coming as well, Elizabeth. But I feel this lady goes back further. Okay. She connects with Albert. Elizabeth, Albert. I've gave you a few names there, sorry. I got an Albert, but I also feel there was a George around them as well. Okay, so I'm just going to give you those, and I'm going to leave that with the lover's spirit, okay? It just feels like there's a few people around you, and they're all kind of, can I say, they're all pushing you on. They all want you to do well, and they all know you can do well. And the only thing that's worrying them is that you won't believe in yourself. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave that there because I think I could go on all night with this the way they're coming in. Anyway, with the lover spirit, and thank you to everybody else to be entered next week. Just love. Just I can't push this lady back. Oh, I want to give you love, lots and lots of love. Okay, I want to give you hugs and kisses. I'm getting hugs and kisses. Okay, everybody else. To participate next week, all you have to do is either like the video or make a comment, okay, and you will automatically go in the bag. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye, love and light to you all. Bye.